boy. Going live. Playing it out. Testing it out. Seeing how things go. Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel for the state of the channel. And today we're doing it live. I guess this year we're doing it live. Hopefully I'm coming in clear. All right, I tried to test things out as best as I could to make sure that levels were working out, that the input mic was working out. Hopefully things are coming through a little bit clear as well. But yes, we're doing state of the channel right now. State of the channel, just kind of talking about how 2018 was, where I envision the channel going, how I expect it to continue in the future, and as we go through for 2019. Yeah, playing it out, testing things out. I'm gonna check levels real quick. Actually, I've got this up in the other feed. Oh boy, sounds like it's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna turn that echo off. A little crazy. Okay, so why am I doing this live? Because I believe that the way that this channel is going in and through to the future, it's going to be a live channel. I'll put some cards over here too. Yeah, this is very clearly, as we've learned from 2018. 2018 was the year of the live stream for this channel, and it was an awesome experiment. It's been quite an adventure, and I'm really happy that I made the choice to go for it, because being able to interact with you guys on that level, and being able to function in that way, the live capabilities of the Nerf War events that we host every Friday, man, it's been a blast. It's been a really cool experience, and I mean I really appreciate it. So I think it's pretty cool. I love being a part of it with you guys each and every week, and yeah, so that's kind of the explanation as to why we're doing this live. That's where I see things going as we move forward, going through, and I want to bring more. I want to bring more live content to the channel as well. I'm going to bring up a remote control just so I don't have to function through the screen as I'm going through and doing this. But yeah, that's where I see things going, and that's where I really want to put most of my emphasis in on for 2019. I see that happening. Now, obviously, we hit a little bit of a snag with the whole Sony cam thing. I am using the GoPro. But for those of you that have been a part of the live streams the past couple times, the GoPro comes with its own finicky nonsense. It has been quite challenging to work with. So we've been working around it, though. We've been working around it, doing our best. It will be great. It'll be great when I get that stuff back in. QuickBooks. What, you're doing like finances right now? Welcome to the stream, Boontendo. Good to have you, bud. So yeah, so that's kind of that's what we've been working on. Just trying to refine stuff down too for the live stream. I'm learning new stuff every single week, and that's really been, I think, the joy of it. So my love of Nerf is kind of twofold. Sorry, one second, I'm getting my remote control. My joy of Nerf has kind of been twofold right now, where I've been really enthralled, not just with blasters and playing and everything else. Oh, for QuickBooks. I gotcha. I see what you're talking about now. I thought I turned ads off for this video, but I'm sorry that I left it on. I need food to live. And we need money to keep the channel going. Thank you for checking out the ad, though. So yeah, so that's kind of where I see things going. That's where I want to put the emphasis on. And I also have some cool new ideas as well as we move up through 2019. And I see some new categories coming through for the channel. Or I guess more categories for live streams in general. So something that I'm thinking of from this, let's switch this over. New stream categories a couple times before the whole shebang happened with the Sony cam, a couple of them I labeled as a field test. And so what I imagine I want to start doing is to make this a little bit more interactive, to add that next level of complexity to what the live stream is. Each and every week, you guys tune in, we play around, I get to chat with you guys in real time as I'm going through playing in the event. Not only is it fun just to like watch Nerf content or a Nerf event get run, I also think it's interesting, whereas like it can sort of function as like, let's say, a live review. If there's a new blaster that comes out, or if there's a new thing that I'm testing out or anything else like that, it's not necessarily what I would consider a review. I think in order for something to be considered a real review, you need to have used it for quite a while, and then you give your opinion on it. You say, yeah, this is definitely worth your time, worth your money, or anything else like that. I think the field test program is something where like a company like Valken, I was using the Valken blaster yesterday, that little P-gun shooter. Valken reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to play around with this blaster? We're a paintball company, but we're trying to break into the Nerf community. It's like, yeah, sure. I'll, like, if you want to send it my way, I'll play around with it. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to tell people to buy it, but I will play around with it. I'll test it out, and I'll see if it's something that I will shoot out to my followers. And so that's something that I would consider a field test. I'm using the blaster. I'm moving around. Panda Chow, TGM, welcome to the stream. Bennett Witt? Oh gosh, I know nothing about German. My wife actually speaks German, but I know nothing. 6 months now. Good. Thanks to have you, dude. Thanks so much for being a part of this. So I'm seeing that as a new idea for a category for streams. I'm also toying with the idea of doing, I want to try to use the YouTube feed that I have, kind of when you guys scroll through on mobile or anything else like that. Every so often you'll see a channel pop up, and maybe it's like a GIF image that goes through, and you'll see something, or just like one clip. You can also share other people's content, which is kind of interesting through that. As a channel, you can say like, hey, you should check out this other guy's video. I got a lot from it. Maybe you'll get a lot from it. But maybe if you know, there's something in the future where it's like I can do polls through that platform, and I could do like missions. So for instance, that one Nerf war maybe it was a month ago actually, I got that new grenade in, and it was like the sole mission that I had for that 2-hour event. I just wanted to get a grenade kill. I feel like that would be kind of cool to have you guys say like, Aldoss, for this time you need to get a grenade kill, you need to get a melee kill, or something like that. Just something that helps kind of make this a little bit more interactive, where you guys get to help kind of gauge the content that you're trying to see and witness in real time. So I'm kind of interested in doing more stuff like that. And I mean, obviously, if you guys have any ideas as to new things that you can add into the stream, or new ways that I can interact with you guys for the stream, that would be cool as well. What I have done recently, I did invest, I got this little, not these things, but I do have this little teeny tiny earbud, and it's a Bluetooth earbud, and I hooked that up to my Bluetooth transmitter, so that allows me to move and operate around like a 300-foot range, and that's how I've been able to stay way more in tune with you guys. When somebody subscribes on stream, if somebody donates on stream, I hear the same notification that you guys get, and it's just a little bit easier for me. I mean, obviously, if I'm in the middle of a battle, I can't guarantee that I can look down at my phone and see exactly who donated or who subscribed or anything else like that. But it is a little bit easier for me to do. But again, if there's any other things that you guys want to share that you guys think should be included in the stream to make it more interactive, I'm always game for that. So let me know. Shoot me ideas as much as you want. Moving on, because I don't want this to be too long. I am thinking about goals for 2019, where I see the channel going, things that I want to try to accomplish, what I want to get done. I do have, so, you know, up here, I've got that little progress bar for donations. It's not true, because, like, you know, I mean, it is true. You guys have donated that much, but obviously we also ran the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe has way more money in it than is absolutely needed, which really just, like, guys, that made my day. I mean, that probably made my whole year. It was just incredible to witness and see the amazing generosity of you guys, to come, show up, put out, help out for the stream to make sure that this could be up and running. I don't have any word yet on what the state of the Sony Cam is yet. I did find out, I said this on stream yesterday, the $150 is a quote, or it's an estimate rather, I should say. Dem Random, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's a quote. No, it's a estimate. That's what I mean. It's an estimate. So it could possibly be more, which is nice that there's a little bit extra left in there. But what I'm looking at doing, I might switch away and I might stop using this progress bar, just because I had a kind of sort of realization yesterday on stream. I don't know anymore if the best use of funds that are coming into the channel through your guys' donations, I don't know if upgrading the live stream rig is the best way to use those funds, because we're still having a lot of consistency issues with the transmission that goes back and forth. I do think I can control some of that. What I might try next week, I'm going to turn off the 5G band of our Wi-Fi router. And basically, people come in all the time, and everybody's got a cell phone nowadays. They come in, there's a bunch of chatter back and forth on the 5G band, and that kind of affects how my transmitter is able to function. Next week, I'm going to turn the 5G off on the Wi-Fi just for that day. I'm going to see what happens and see if it's a little bit more reliable on stream. I still don't know if it's just the GoPro. The GoPro has been a little finicky to work with. I'm not using the transmitter right now. This is hardwired right into the computer, so we shouldn't have any sort of transmission errors as we're going through or anything else like that. But I think it would still be cool to be able to do 1080p streaming by the end of the year. I don't know if I'm going to leave it as a goal, though, for the end of the year. If we make it, cool. If not, I'm not going to be sad about it. I don't think you guys will be sad about it either. 720p does work pretty well for now. And I think the most important thing to me is just the consistency. And if we can get the consistency through maybe if we use those funds to upgrade to a different HDMI transmitter and receiver, that would be the best use of it. So I'm looking into that. I want to get some more consistency, possibly through a new HDMI transmitter. I do want to try to play around. I've been trying to play around with new camera angles as well. So for those of you that haven't been a part of the stream in a while, I attempt to. It doesn't work all the time. I'm still trying to figure out the nuance of it. I have a 2-computer setup. I've got my live stream that the receiver is plugged into. That's where you get my first-person view. I'm typically wearing my Sony cam that's right here on the right side of my head. The GoPro is right here in the middle. I've been using that the last couple weeks as the Sony cam gets fixed. And so that's one camera angle. We also have the exterior views, basically from the security camera feed that we have. I plug that into my Surface laptop, and then through an NDI protocol, I send that over to the Livestream rig. And every so often, I'm able to switch it over, just like I've got my phone on me. This is how I'm using. This is my remote right now, and I'm able to switch it around and change camera angles. I'd love to figure out selfie cam, and actually, the selfie cam experiment was what I believe destroyed the Sony cam. So. I'm not going to be playing around or toying around with HDMI switches anymore. However, I think I figured out a way to use my cell phone as an IP camera. The one problem is, in order for me to use my remote, I have to use Streamlabs OBS, and Streamlabs OBS already has a protocol in it in the application that accesses the camera, and so it hasn't been working completely. But I think by the end of the year, I want to figure out a way to add a selfie cam into the mix, because I think it gives you that extra little bit of personal attention. This thing that we have right here, me being able to look directly into a camera, you see my face, you see my reaction, especially when somebody like the NorCal Nerf Club donates to $5 to the stream yesterday. I want to be able to have them see my face and be like, dude, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. So I want to be able to do stuff like that. That's something that I have in mind that I'm devoted to trying to figure out for 2019. The other thing is I really want to get some more. Oh, actually, that's a different. We're gonna pause that real quick. I got that in as a different category as we move on. Something not necessarily big. Hey, Ray Jets, welcome to the stream, dude. Not necessarily big that I want to talk about, but it is something that's on my brain and it's on my mind, and I would be interested in your real-time opinions as we come through. This might be a little bit more, I don't want it to be as crazy as it sounds when I title something as like an ecosystem change. For those that don't know, YouTube is going through a really pivotal moment right now, and I'm not entirely sure, or let's say this, YouTube as it is right now and the transitions that it's making from what YouTube used to be and then what it's kind of being forced into as it becomes and continues to mature as the most popular online video platform. I don't know if this is the right place for the live stream. And what I mean by that is I don't want to like make you scared that the live stream is going away or anything else like that. But for those that didn't know, I started the live stream on this platform, on YouTube, before YouTube went through all of its crazy changes through 2018. And recently, I've been using a service called Restream, restream.io, to send out the stream to various platforms. So I'm able to restream the same feed to YouTube. I'm sending it to Facebook. It's on Facebook right now. Anybody on Facebook, by all means, say hi. I'm watching the feed, so I am available and ready to go, and I can even bring it up and make sure I can comment back. I do think it comes in through my little chat program right here. But yeah, so I'm double streaming. I don't know if I should continue double streaming, which is to say, I'm wondering if maybe at some point in time I just need to switch the stream over to Facebook. And the only reason why I bring that up as a possibility is because YouTube as a platform is becoming something that I don't agree with. So for instance, if you look on trending, I don't know why you would go on the trending tab, but people do. People use it. People go to the trending tab, they look and they see what's up and how things are going there. I don't know, man. Like, all of the trending videos, they are not YouTubers. They're like late night TV shows. And that seems so backwards to me. I don't understand why that is or what they're doing with their platform to like, I mean, it's such a pivotal shift. It's not YouTube anymore, it's their tube. It's like, it's where late night TV shows are going to because people keep dropping their cable subscriptions, and so they're switching things out. Actually, I'm not streaming through Facebook right now because my connection expired. I have to re-up it. Oops! I'm not streaming through Facebook right now. However, I'm imagining maybe, let's say this. I love one of my favorite streamers right now that I really, he's a huge motivation for me, a huge influence for me, is Stone Mountain 64. If you don't know Stone Mountain 64, he's a fabulous streamer, and what he does, he streams through Facebook only. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with just only streaming on one platform, but it works for him. Great, he's figured it out. He's figured out his niche. Most streamers are on Twitch. They stream through Twitch, and then they have YouTube as their video on demand platform. And it makes sense because if you go to Twitch, people go to Twitch because they're looking for the live experience. YouTube didn't start that way. YouTube started as a video on demand service. You shoot a video, you edit the video, you upload the video, and then people can watch it whenever they want to in real time. So I feel like trying to battle that and trying to fight that experience that fundamentally, people on YouTube want the video on demand experience. They're not really looking for a live experience. Obviously, it's still nice. The feed that I get I think is way better. The experience of watching something on YouTube, whether it be live or video on demand, is way better. But that's not to say that Facebook can't like do that stuff. And then also, man, I really think YouTube needs a serious competitor. Nothing else comes close to the power that YouTube has, and honestly, that kind of scares me. It kind of scares me, the power that YouTube has, and to just kind of turn features off at willy-nilly. This time, not necessarily this time, around March of last year, they turned off millions of people's monetization, access to funding, and that blew my mind. That was something that YouTube could just be like, boom, and just turn the faucet off. And it feels like in order for us to mature as a channel, we kind of need to switch things around a little bit. I'm kind of thinking of, just to reiterate, I'm thinking about keeping the live stream on Facebook and doing video on demand through YouTube. And I'm interested in your thoughts, whether it be right now in chat, whether it be in a comment down below after this one gets posted and is up as a video on demand. Or if you just want to message me, if you want to use the Discord, there's a Discord link down below. I'd be interested in talking with you guys there and just figuring out what makes the most sense for the channel as we move on. So let me know those things. I'd be interested in that stuff as well. Moving on, I'm going to turn this browser off because I'm not streaming through Facebook right now. So yeah, Dem Random. Twitch, I also don't think is the best platform for this stream, because ultimately what I want this channel to be, what I want to do, is to display and share the love of our community with other people. And in order to do that, I need to be on a shareable platform. YouTube is a wonderful shareable platform. Twitch can be a wonderful shareable platform. Facebook is a wonderful shareable platform. However, Twitch, on the other hand, as its own system, Twitch was set up as a gaming platform system. And yes, sort of what I'm doing is gaming, but it's not, in the sense of people can't search for in real life Nerf wars on Twitch. They have to search through IRL. It is an entire category called IRL. There are so many people on IRL. And if you go to Twitch and you search by that category, there's just thousands. There's thousands of streams. And unless you have a ton of viewership, you're not going to get noticed. And so what that basically means is only people who know, who let's say already know that I exist, and already know that they need to go to Twitch in order to find the live stream, that's the only way that they're gonna get there. It's like having, I don't know if you, it's like starting a business, but like you don't have a front door. You have to know, you don't even have a sign that says that you exist. You only have, maybe you don't even have a website, and you're just like, it's word of mouth telling people that you exist, and then they have to know how to get to your location and then like which door to go into. It seems a little strange. So I used to restream on Twitch. I had it going to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I don't think it can take off that way. Contrary to that, though, as the flip side, I started streaming through Facebook, and instantly, like people started sharing it to all the different groups. There are so many Nerf community groups already on Facebook that I think it was Spectre N7. I started streaming through Facebook. Spectre N7 went there. He must have dished it out to, I think, a dozen communities. He dished it out to a dozen communities. And I think the first time that I went live on Facebook, I'm going to say the number, and then I'm going to explain to you why it's a BS number. I got over 1,000 views on the first Facebook stream that I ran. And 1,000 views seems crazy. A typical live stream might get 200. On a good week, it's pulling in 300, and that's great. That's huge. It's huge for me. You know, that's great. But so the number through Facebook is a little fuddied a little bit, because like obviously it's scrolling through people's feed. They count like a 3-second view as a view. And then YouTube, they don't publish the numbers. I think it's somewhere around 30 seconds. 30 to 40 seconds is a true view on YouTube. So obviously the numbers are a little bit different, and Facebook kind of buffs it a little bit. But with that said, it still proved to me that it's a shareable platform, that is a way that we can access and get to, we can get in front of people's screens. And we can say like, dude, look at this really cool thing that we have going on. And did you know you could probably do it too? You can get your community together. And you know, it kind of still blows my mind how many people are like, wait, you guys are adults playing with Nerf blasters? It's like, yeah, and it's really fun. They just don't know. They don't know. They think their only outlet, they have got two options: airsoft, paintball. That's it. And it's like, that's not the only option. And Nerf, dude, it's just so fun. And it really kind of, it gets that tinkering aspect, the collecting aspect, the play aspect, the competitive aspect, soon to be. So I see that as being something that kind of really could really be big for the channel. So that's something that's what I consider as a possible ecosystem change. And again, this will be an ongoing conversation. I'm not going to like pull the plug or anything like that. It's just something that's going through my brain. You know what I mean? Okay, so with that said, let's switch on over. Video on demand goals. Obviously, we got the live stream going on. The live stream works really well for me, just because as a business owner, I don't really know how much work I'm gonna have or how much workload I have on any given week. So sometimes there's a ton of work, sometimes there's not a lot of work. And so it's like, okay, well, I do the live stream and I can always consistently get at least one video on the channel out a week. That's the live stream. However, the live stream, that long form content, a lot of people don't like the long form content. And that's fine, I get it. Not a lot of people enjoy watching a live stream after it happened. And if they weren't around to be a part of the live stream, then they're not even gonna be a part of it. They're not gonna watch it. Fine, I get it. That's cool. I want one of my goals for 2019. I really would like to try to get at least one clipped and edited round out per week. I'd love to see that happen. It's still a challenge, but it's something that I think is important. And it's kind of how this channel started. I started using the GoPro. I would film individual rounds. I would put them through. I would edit them, put some music in, put some tagged indicators and that kind of thing. And I still want to do that. I don't know how polished they'll be, just because my time has been getting a little sidetracked recently. And it's been getting harder and harder for me to do that. But I am trying. I'm trying. Dem Random says, if you're going for a bit older demographic, then I get the choice for Facebook a lot better. Again, I'm not convinced or sold on the Facebook idea. I don't want to force people who like to be on Facebook if you want to be a part of the stream. I understand it, but at the same time, there are some interesting other, actually one fast, I'm going to go back real quick just to talk about the YouTube thing. There's something that is very true on YouTube, where YouTube's algorithms take into play all of the different content on your channel and how people interact with those videos. By having a channel that does long form content as well as short form content, it definitely does mess with the unity of the channel, which is to say that if people are subscribing to Aldoss as a YouTube channel and they did it because they saw a video on demand, and then they get a notification saying that Aldoss is live and they go to watch it and they're like, what is this? You know, they're not really into the live stream. Then they start contemplating, should I be subscribed to this channel? And they might unsubscribe. The opposite is true. If somebody subscribes to the channel because they see the live stream and they love the live stream, and then they see a video on demand, but they're like, I already watched this live, so why would I watch it again as a short form piece of content? That's where things get a little tricky. And that's where the algorithm starts working against me, where the channel won't be able to continue growing and it won't see its growth because I have so many different competing meta platforms in a way, where I've got the long form and the short form, and people are subscribing for different reasons, and I don't want to upset you guys. I don't want to upset the subscribers. You guys are the lifeblood of the channel. And so if it makes sense to kind of segment it so that we've got the Facebook thing and we've got the YouTube thing, it changes it. So I'm going to leave that there. That is what it is. I'm going to move into a big topic that you guys have been asking about for quite a while. The WinRoo, the weekly Nerf War roundup. And I've been doing a lot of soul searching recently on the weekly Nerf War roundup. What it is, what I wanted it to be, what it turned into, and how to fix it. So for those of you that do not know, for a while, starting last summer, and then I did my best to try to get one WinRoo out every single week on Saturday, normally around this time. I wanted to upload a weekly Nerf War roundup. And the reason why I started it, I think it's important to understand why I started it and what I wanted the weekly Nerf War roundup to be. I wanted the weekly Nerf War roundup to be a new way to express how cool it is, how many different content creators there were that aren't getting the light of day and are producing they're producing good content, or at least they're trying to produce good content. They're producing as much content as they possibly can to help get the word out that, one, their community exists. They have a community, they have a Nerf event, and if you live in that area, you should check it out. To help grow the hobby, to help show people, like, there's a lot of different people all throughout the globe that do this, that share in the love of like foam flinging, and to try to get people to join it as well. That's part of the reason why any of us video creators are doing what we do. We want to share the content, and we want to share and grow the hobby. We would love for there to, like, for our communities not to just be like this little tight-knit. I mean, I want it to stay tight-knit, don't get me wrong. I don't want this to be like watered down nonsense, but it'd be nice to have like healthy, sustainable communities of people that are like sharing what am I trying to say? It's just the ultimate maturing of the community. I love what's happening recently with all of the handcrafted, handmade blaster mods. Things that are just being brought up from nothing. Things like the Spring Thunder, the Caliburn. There's so many new ones coming out so frequently too. 2019 is going to be an incredible boom of handmade third-party blasters. I think that is wonderful. Is that third party? Would you still consider that first party if it's a person designing a blaster from the ground up and then publishing it and selling it? I guess maybe that's first party. Whatever. Regardless, it's growing the hobby. It shows people that you can, there are different ways to appreciate and enjoy the love of Nerf, or all things Nerf. And that's why we do what we do. However, with the changes that happened last year with YouTube, it is really hard. It's really hard to get noticed on YouTube and to battle all of the Nerf War videos. If you search Nerf War on YouTube, you're not gonna get people like us. You're gonna get PDK Films. Don't get me wrong, PDK Films, they do an incredible job. The guy that runs PDK Films is a genius, for lack of a better term. He's a genius, and he does very well for himself, and it's great. It's very entertaining content. He has a niche. He's built a niche. Can you even call it a niche when it's like, the dude gets millions of views on every single video? It works. It works, but it is not drawing people, I think. In my opinion, I don't think watching a PDK film video is going to bring people into the Nerf hobby. It's there for people to just like binge watch and entertain themselves and think that it's interesting. And so what I saw the Weekly Nerf Roundup doing, I wanted to use the success quote, because come on, you know, I'd love to be larger than I am right now, but you know, all of my 1,488 subscribers, you guys mean everything to me. I wouldn't give you up for the world. I'd rather have you all than 10,000 subs that like don't watch my content. But yeah, I wanted to help give you guys a little bit more of a shout out, like, hey, listen, so many other people are doing this. Check them out. Some of them are doing incredible, incredible things. Some people have 40 subscribers and they make amazing videos. I was blown away by American Foam, for instance. American Foam, he started out, some of his first videos were incredible. And I mean, he had like 20 subs. And it's going to be so challenging for a guy like him to really grow, or at least see the kind of growth that a lot of us saw a couple years ago when we started our channels. It kind of blows my mind that way. So that's what I saw the Weekly Nerf Roundup is doing. With that said, that was the goal of the Weekly Nerf Roundup. I want you to know, the Weekly Nerf Roundup as is not doing that. It is not helping our channels grow. Ultimately, what I think the Weekly Nerf Roundup turned into, I think the best descriptor, the best descriptor of what the Weekly Nerf Roundup is, the Weekly Nerf Roundup is a circle jerk. It's a circle jerk. It's a bunch of content creators. It's all of us, the Nerf War content video creator community, watching each other's videos and just kind of being like, oh, wow, amazing, we all put out great content. But that's it. It's like the Weekly Nerf Roundup is the least watched program on this channel. And honestly, it's kind of just us that's watching each other's videos. It's like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for it. It is not helping bring other people into our hobby or into our channels and growing you guys. It's not doing that. It's just us. Like it would be the Academy Awards if the Academy Awards wasn't filmed and wasn't put on cable television. It's just them kind of like circle jerking each other and be like, oh, fantastic, cool, we're all great, you get an award and you get an award, and then nobody ever knows who gets an award and nobody knows who won the best film of the year or anything else like that. It's just them to give each other commendation. And that's not what I want the Weekly Nerf Roundup to be. With that said, it is the least watched program on the channel. It is also the most time-intensive video that I have to produce. Some days, some weeks, I should say, the Weekly Nerf Roundup takes me an entire day of planning, of scripting, of filming, and of editing in order to get out. And that blows my mind. And then after I click live, you know, it gets, on a good day, it might get 150 views. And then really what matters on the YouTube ecosystem is watch time. A normal live stream, one of my normal live streams is getting around, like, it might end, when I cut the stream, it's getting about maybe 3,000 minutes, which is pretty good. And then, I guess for my channel, for the size of my channel. And then after I stop it and I let it go to a video on demand, that thing's going up to like 10,000 minutes watch time. A typical Weekly Nerf Roundup is getting 500 minutes total. And that, I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing. 500 minutes total. I mean, that's crazy. It's the least sustainable video that I'm doing. So with that said, what I did, what I wanted to do isn't being satisfied, and I've done a lot of soul searching on this. The Weekly Nerf Roundup is dead. And honestly, you guys, like, yes, it's nice to see your channel if you are a Nerf War content creator here watching this. Yeah, it's nice to see your channel get a shout out. Yeah, it's nice to see it get listed and the hope that other people are seeing it. But I gotta tell you, it's not. You're not. And that is a fundamental flaw in what I created, and I'm sorry that I didn't meet that goal. However, let's not leave this on a negative note. Okay, so actually, just real quick, Justin from Death by Nature is talking about different tags, talking about the Nerf combat tag, talking about, you know, combat sports in general. Yes, I agree. Changing it up. So, okay, I want to say this though. When people, if somebody is interested, let's say they were like walking through the park, they saw some like weird people playing with Nerf blasters outside, but you know, there's that little spark in there where they're like, why were adults playing with Nerf blasters? Why are they doing that in a park? That's weird. And then that little spark just kind of like eats there. And then later that day, they get online and they're like, Nerf. Like maybe they go to YouTube, they search Nerf War. They're not going to think to search Nerf Combat. They're gonna think to search Nerf War because it's a term that just like you hear it, you know it. You could go to Google Trends right now and you could search Nerf War. You're gonna see all of the total search volume for that tag. Search Nerf Combat, see what happens. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near. And so if you're trying to access new people and to grow a hobby, it doesn't make sense to use convoluted tags, in my opinion. I don't think it helps to use convoluted tags. You need to create tags and try to control the tag that a random person is going to think of searching. And so that's kind of my take on it. But I do agree, like using other stuff, or at least having it available, having the Nerf combat tag there, and to have it be your video, Justin, like that's valuable. That's hugely valuable. And then that one time that you know, somebody ends up using that tag and then suddenly boom, fantastic, this is exactly what I was looking for. That's great. So yeah, I appreciate it. I have been labeling stuff, like I do tags in every single video as Nerf combat. I don't know if I agree with doing it as my video title though. But again, that's neither here nor there. So had never heard of Nerf modding either. Yeah, I get that. I don't know. Again, this is a little bit of a sidetrack. But again, getting back on track. The Winru is dead. However, let's try to make this a little bit more positive in what I think, what platform I believe could help do and satisfy all of the things that I originally wanted the weekly Nerf Roundup to do. So with that said, I'm not completely done formulating this idea, but I will be. I knew that I wanted to send it out. I knew that I wanted to at least talk about it in the state of the channel. I'm sorry that I don't have it completely done yet, but I should be done with it in a week or two. Some sort of top play video. I don't know what I'm going to call it, whether it be like, you know, monthly top plays or something like that. But the goal for the weekly Nerf Roundup was that it is entertaining to watch, because if it's not entertaining to watch, nobody's going to watch it. It's not going to bring outside people into the hobby. By Dem Random, thank you so much for being a part of the stream. It's got to be easy for people to submit to, as in it's got to be easy for people to be a part of and to help to make sure that there's extra content coming in that, you know, is available to share and say like, hey, check this stuff out. It needs to be accessible to as many people as possible. The weekly Nerf Roundup was really only tailored to YouTube, but there's a lot of people that do take videos of their Nerf wars or their nerfing events, and they might put it on Facebook, they might put it on a different video platform, or they're short videos and they put them up on Instagram. The Weekly Nerfer Roundup isn't a vehicle that can do stuff like that. Yes, it's sort of like a gameplay montage, Justin. That's kind of what I'm going for. I've created a submission form. At the very least, I do have a submission form up through a Google Drive. And so what I've done is I've allocated a certain amount of space. I think it's a total of, I've got like 100 gigabytes on my Google Drive available for anybody who is anybody to submit a short clip to. I think the clip file limit is 100 megabytes. But the idea is, if it's a longer video, maybe you're, you know, Spectre and 7, you're any of the Brit Nerfers, maybe you're you, Justin, from Make Test Battle, or anybody else, and you had a really cool moment in one of your videos or another thing that you captured in gameplay. And it's like, this was a really cool moment. I think of, when I think of a monthly top play, I think of the 5v5 battle that I remember seeing on Chris Cartea. Chris Cartea took a phone video of it and captured this amazing moment of Jangular, who was on one side, I think it was a King of the Hill battle, one side of the playfield, sprinted around the backside, flanked all of the enemies on that half of the field, tagged out 3 people, missed and ran out of ammo with the last guy on the team, dodged 3 darts while switching out his mags, and then tagged the dude out. That was nuts. That was crazy. And like, that stuff is so shareable. But it's not like that. I don't know if that actually made it to like a true YouTube video. Chris Cartea, it looks like you're in the stream. If you want to let me know if that actually made it to a video, that'd be great. But it's like, that one moment is so cool to watch. And I don't know how many people actually saw it. And that would be something that I would want to, that'd be something that we should be showcasing, be like, dude, check out this competitive event and check out this play that Jangular made. That was really cool. Or like random fun moments. They don't even need to be like the top play or like the best play. They could be random funny moments that happen at any sort of event. I'm gonna try to find up, I'm gonna pull up my form real quick. Just so that I can put the link in there, just so you guys can see it at the very least and know exactly what I'm talking about. But the idea is, I'm gonna start this. I'm trying to start this off. The most important thing to me right now, after the death of the Weekly Nerfer Roundup, it must be sustainable. If it's not sustainable, it's just gonna go the way of the Weekly Nerfer Roundup, and I don't want that to happen. So what I envision this happening, what I envision this doing, I want something that people can submit clips to, and that I'm gonna pull from. I'm gonna do a clip, I'll mash them all together and do kind of like a gameplay montage, and then I want for you guys to vote on them and just be like, dude, this was the coolest clip, this was the best play, or this was the most amazing thing, or the most entertaining thing that I saw, and choose a winner. And I'll submit the winner. I'll share the winner out on my channel, probably through like the stream feature or anything else like that. Yeah, there's a time restriction. It's a but also, like, Justin, just so you know, like, once you submit the video, I'm not necessarily going to use all of that clip, or at least, like, you know, whatever. It is 100 megabytes, so you are file size limited. You're also time limited in a certain way. I want these to be under 20 seconds long, 20 to 30 seconds. 30 seconds would be the longest that I say. But it's got to be short. It's got to be kind of easy and easy to understand, easy to share, that kind of thing. But then the other thing that I've lined up, I've already gone about talking with certain people. I reached out to Grihas. I've reached out to Luke from Out of Darts. I reached out to a couple other people. Oh my gosh, I am blanking on names right now. Who made the Retaliator pump grip? Oh my goodness. Man, this is weird. Okay, I'm having a no, not Bray. But anyway, so I reached out to people that make like parts, modded parts for blasters, or supply third-party gear. And what I want to do is have them basically sponsor that video for that month. And maybe it's something where like the winner gets a Greenhouse grip or whatever else that Greenhouse wants. Gavin Fuzzy! Oh my god. How did I forget Gavin Fuzzy's name? Gavin! Yeah, I reached out to Gavin and was like, hey, would you be willing to sponsor something like this? Yeah, they were interested in it. It was something that they thought was kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool, and it's just kind of another thing that helps integrate people in the community with other people in the community, and says, okay, great, so here you are, you're using these things, but if you win, then like we'll give you another thing that you can mod your blasters with, or just like, you know, help out each other and say, yeah, Gavin makes some amazing modded parts for blasters, you should go check out his stuff too. Luke has one of the most amazing online shops for Nerf gear that I've ever seen. You should go check his stuff out too. I think it's kind of amazing. I would love to, like, that's something that I believe can be all inclusive and can be sustainable in a way. I don't decide the winner, Justin. You guys decide the winner. It's a community pick. I'm gonna put all of the videos in a montage. We'll do like, I don't know, 10 or something. I don't know how. Again, I don't know how many people are actually going to submit clips in the beginning. So again, I'm trying to bring this up right now, and so I can show you guys what this form looks like. And it's diverting my attention a little bit. It's also taking a lot longer because my computer is running super slow because of the live stream going on right now. But I don't know how many people are actually going to submit. But if people submit and people start submitting on a more a quicker, let's say like a higher volume, let's say, if I can get on average 10 a week, then great, I can do this in a weekly version. If it's like, you know, I might get 10 in a month, I'm going to keep it monthly, and just to make sure that it can be sustainable and that we actually have stuff that people can submit to and share. Here, I've got a link for it. I'm going to put this in the stream. Copy. This is going to come through as Rochester Parkour because I didn't switch the stuff out, my account out. That's the form. So that's what I'm going for. You can look through that if you so choose. That's kind of what I'm going for, and again, that's why what I would love to see. I'm trying to keep these as raw clips as possible, but again, the other process or the other facet of this is like, if you are interested in being a content creator, give me everything that I can so that I can include that in the video description, so I can put it up on screen when I'm actually showcasing your clip to help people know, like, if you like what you're seeing, go check out this dude's channel. And then as well as making something, if you're not interested in being a content creator, you don't need to. You don't need to be a part of it, but you can still submit your clips if you took a random phone video, if you took a random GoPro video, just because you like to, and not necessarily because you want to start a channel and turn video creating into your hobby. You could still be a part of it, and that's something that was very important to me. So yeah, I'm trying that out, and I think that is going to be a much better way for this to work. So again, it's not fully thought out yet. It's not totally done. I'm still kind of tinkering with some things, but yeah, let me know. So the vote would happen in the comments of that video. I'll just use the comments of the video, and whoever, I mean, I'm gonna make my own separate video for this when I'm ready for this to go live, and when I'm ready for it to actually be a thing, and when I'm ready for submissions. I mean, if you want to submit right now, go for it. I don't know when the first video is gonna go out though. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. I think that is going to satisfy all of the goals that I originally had for the weekly Nerf Roundup, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be something great. The most epic music just came on too. This is like, yeah, Let's do this, guys. We're going to make 2019 the most amazing 2019 ever in the Nerf community. So, yeah, that's kind of all that I have to say. I'm sorry that it took me so long to say it. I'm sorry that the stream has been a little frustrating recently because of the whole Sony Cam nonsense. I should get word back this week, and I should get an official quote from the repair company on how much and how long the repair will take. Man, I really want that camera back. Really want that camera back. So, but yeah, that's my plan for 2019. That's where I want to take this, and ultimately, yeah, it's been quite it's been a joy actually to do this over the last couple years, and 2018 was definitely it was a challenge. 2018 was a challenge, but it was cool. It was fun figuring it out, constantly tinkering with new things with the live stream, and I'm excited to see where 2019 is going to take it in the future. Chris, Sony Cam works so much better for the live stream than this GoPro. The GoPro is really finicky. It's been really frustrating to work around. Okay, so real quick, well, I do need to end this. I do have other things. I got some errands that I got to run today. But things that I would be interested in, if you want to leave them in the comments down below, if you want to head on over to the Discord and let me know stuff. I want to know, what are your thoughts on me moving the live stream over to Facebook indefinitely, and stopping the live stream on YouTube and just doing video on demand on YouTube. I'd be interested in knowing what your thoughts are on this new monthly top plays. I think the tentative title that I have right now on the form is Foam Flinging Clip of the Month. But I'm not married to that. If you want to give me your own ideas for what this should be called, go for it. I'm all ears. I'm game. So let me know. And if you got any other ideas as to what I could do with the stream to make it better, again, for those that weren't here in the beginning, I was kind of toying around with the idea of using the extra funds that we have in the account not for 1080p capabilities, which is going to cost some money because I got to upgrade the motherboard, a new CPU, and new RAM, which is all, you know, around the $500 range. Maybe we use that to get a better transmitter receiver that works a little bit better. The one that I have it's okay, it does all right, but they do make heavier duty ones out there that might be something that we go for. So I'm kind of interested in all that. So let me know what you think. And, you know, ultimately I'm doing this for you guys. So if you guys don't want me to do any of this, you know, let me know. Let me know your thoughts so I can make the best decisions we can for it. Yeah, dude, Justin, I agree. I think, yeah, maybe it's just we create a separate channel. We create an Aldoss live channel instead of Aldoss. And Aldoss is the video on demand side, and we have a separate channel for the live stream. These are all ideas, and yeah, I'm just saying that I've noticed a problem, and I'm interested in trying to problem solve it and figure out what we can do in the future to make sure that the channel grows and continues to get all you other new, amazing, awesome people sharing in the love of cool Nerf channels and Nerf hobbies and Nerf communities and Nerf events, and yeah. So again, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this, guys. I really this is why I love doing it live, because I love seeing all the comments and being able to talk with you guys right away. And Aldoss Live is a random video. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. Thank you so much. I'm going to be ending the stream now, but I love you all very much. Thank you so much. And I will see you all next Friday for another fabulous and amazing CQB Nerf War live stream. I hope that you're a part of it every single Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are we? -5 GMT, I think we are, for all you people that use GMT time. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. I'll see you all later.